In a quiet office in Tokyo, Hiroshi Tanaka sat at his desk scrolling through a stack of resumes. As the head of human resources at Nichirei, one of Japan's leading frozen food companies, he faced a growing problem finding the right people to support the company's global expansion. The demand for trilingual professionals who could navigate international markets was high, but local talent was scarce. That was when he came across the application of a young woman from Thailand, fluent in Japanese, English, and her native language. She had studied in Japan and understood both the culture and the business landscape. Hiroshi saw potential not just in her, but in the growing wave of international students shaping Japan's future workforce. The idea that immigrants are simply taking jobs from locals is a common fear in many developed nations. Calls for mass deportation often dominate political discourse, especially during economic downturns. However, Japan's case tells a different story. Companies like Nichirei aren't hiring foreign workers out of charity, they are hiring them out of necessity. The aging population and declining birth rate have left gaps that cannot be filled by the local workforce alone. The need for skilled labor has never been greater, and the solution lies in strategic immigration, not blind expulsion. In recent years, businesses and local governments across Japan have begun to acknowledge this reality. Tokyo based Gowell has taken the lead in connecting foreign talent with Japanese companies, offering language training and career placement services. During the pandemic, they set up support centers for stranded international workers, ensuring they remained integrated into the workforce. Now, they help companies like Nichirei carefully select candidates who align with their business needs, proving that immigration, when managed properly, is an asset rather than a burden. Similar trends are emerging in other developed nations. The United States, despite its ongoing immigration debates, relies on foreign engineers, doctors, and scientists to maintain its technological and medical advancements. Germany's manufacturing sector depends on skilled migrants to keep factories running. Canada actively recruits global talent to drive innovation. The reality is clear. Deporting all immigrants indiscriminately would not strengthen these economies, but weaken them. However, critics argue that an open door policy can lead to social and economic strain. That's where selection comes into play. Japan's approach, hosting job fairs, offering language support, and carefully vetting foreign workers, ensures that immigration benefits both the newcomers and the society that welcomes them. A total deportation strategy, on the other hand, would strip businesses of talent, stifle economic growth, and isolate nations from the global market. In Kanagawa and Chiba, local governments have taken an active role in integrating foreign students into the workforce, hosting job seminars and counseling sessions. They recognize that these young professionals are not just temporary workers, they are future contributors to Japan's economy. Surveys indicate that more companies are willing to hire foreign students now than before the pandemic, with nearly 40% planning to do so in the coming year. This shift isn't just about labor shortages, it's about long term investment in a diverse and competitive workforce. As Hiroshi reviewed the final shortlist of candidates, he felt a sense of optimism. The future of his company and Japan as a whole depended on its ability to adapt and embrace global talent. His decision wasn't just about hiring a single employee, it was about shaping a more connected and resilient economy. The world is changing, and those who understand the value of selective immigration will thrive. while those who insist on closing their doors may find themselves left behind.